Well, hello everybody, it's BugEater64, and we are getting ready to leave Yakutat, Alaska. And where are we going to go? Well, what can I tell you? We're going to be going from Yakutat, which is PAYA, to Kake, which is Kake in Alaska. We're slowly working our way down south and to get back into the lower part of the United States. So with this flight, which is only about excuse me there, only about 250 miles when you figure the flight plan, and after expenses we should make almost $8,000, but we're going to do this FSEconomy flight and use the old DC3 and get this old lady headed back to some warmer climate. So with that, let's get in the aircraft and get things started. See you in the cockpit. So here we are. The aircraft is loaded and ready to go. We've done all our checks. We've got FSEconomy activated, and we'll get ready here to move out to the runway and get this flight going. So we'll start our taxi here, get the proper lights on. Interesting thing with this runway, as we get ready to move out to it, right about the hold short line, there's a big dip. Noticed it when I first flew into Yakutat. You'll see that as we come up here to the hold short line and bump up this little hump here.
Approaching 1-1.
And first what we'll do is we'll make a little back taxiway and get turned around and get heading in the right direction on runway 11.
Runway 29, 600 feet remaining. On runway 11.
Alright. Well, we're headed in the right direction now. Get everything all set, RPMs to full. Run up the engines and we'll be on our way. GTN's up, and we are flying. Gear coming up. And airspeed's holding well with our climb out. We'll bring the flaps up just about 1,000 feet. So we'll continue our climb out. And we're going to climb to initially about 6,000 feet. Then we're going to climb to 12,000, 13,000 feet to be able to miss most of the mountains, which is good when you're flying in Alaska, because they got some tall ones. Everything's looking good. Yeah, the DC3 C-47, just a good flying airplane. So she's not fast, but she sure is a workhorse. Can carry up to 26 passengers in this configuration, or about 6,000 to 7,000 pounds of cargo. Just a great old bird. And the flight is going well. We're still climbing. Just about 1,000 feet a minute. And it is a beautiful day for flying in Alaska. Okay. Just over 7,000 feet. We're gonna hold here for a little bit, gain some altitude or gain some speed, and then we'll climb a little bit more to make sure we clear the mountains. So until then, enjoy the flight, and we will see you when we get ready for approach. And welcome back. So we are on final approach. We've been descending a little while now from our eventual 13,000 feet. As you can see, we are now presently at about 3,600 feet on our way down. The airport we're landing at I can't even pronounce it. Cock. Anyway, whatever. Has a sea level of just under 200 feet. So we are on our way down, and the aircraft is now mine. And we are getting ready to come in for our landing. And we'll be making a right turn on our as we get closer to the airport, so that we can get lined up for the runway. So everything went well on the flight. As you saw, we got a little bit close to the mountain, but no problem. We just skirted around it. Gear coming down. and our first degree of flaps. As we slow our old girl down to about 90 knots right now, I believe. Yeah. Second degree of flaps. DC3 flies really good and steady at a very slow speed. It has a fairly low takeoff speed. Can actually take her off at about 70 knots. And landing, as long as we keep her above 3/4 flaps.
Approaching 1-1.
Yeah, she just handles very good at slow speeds. Right now we're doing about 75, 80 knots. So for an aircraft her size, that's pretty good. Yeah, we now have full flaps on approach. And touchdown. And we'll turn around and back taxi down to the taxiway.
On runway 29.
And we'll bring the flaps up, get the bird going nice and cleaned up. As we pull into the parking area. And we will hold it right about here. Alright. Parking brake on. Engine shut down. Alright. So let's go ahead and end the FSEconomy flight and get paid. And that's all taken care of. So we are in good shape. Mission accomplished. Another fine, uneventful flight. Well, alright, there you have it. We made it. Buttered the landing. Was a short landing, too. Which is, one of the things that's very nice about the DC3. She flies, she's not fast, but she flies well. Easy to handle, very forgiving, and when you takeoffs and landings, you don't need a lot of runway. And it doesn't have to be a paved runway. She's built tough. She can go on grass or dirt areas, and that's one of the reasons she's probably still used so much today in rugged country and third world countries. She's just a real workhorse. So I sure hope you enjoyed the flight. I had a lot of fun bringing it to you, and we'll get this thing all taken care of and get ready for our next one. So with that, hope you're all being safe out there with the way things are going right now in the world. And until next time, this is Bug Eater 64, and as always, safe flying.